Hello Internet, Magic Man here from MMOBomb.com, bringing you another first look video. This time it's Gwent, the Witcher card game, featured as a minigame in The Witcher 3, both from CD Projekt Red. Now, the game is currently in closed beta, so expect a lot to change, or a little to change, however testing goes, between this first look video and the actual release. So we're going to spend about 15-20 minutes checking out the game. If you want to get into closed beta, head on over to the Gwent website, sign up, hopefully you'll get lucky enough to get a key. It will require, since it's obviously CD Projekt Red, that you download GOG Games, their Galaxy launcher. Now, we're going to go through a quick tutorial here because this is played a little bit differently than most card games that you see here. So we're going to help you get started, get some free cards. If you're in a hurry, you can skip it by pressing escape. Alright, Gwent is a game where two armies lock in mortal struggle on the field of combat. The goal is to win 2 rounds against your opponent. These crowns show your progress towards victory. The top crown is your opponent's, bottom is yours. Get half a crown when you win a round. When your crown's all lit up, boom, you frickin' won. Total strength of your army, whoever has more strength at the end of the round wins. And as you can see, some cards have already been placed on the battlefield. These are units. Placing them on the battlefield increases your total strength. So 14 to 13, the opponent right now. Each player can only play 1 card per turn. Once this is done, it's the other player's turn. Your opponent will play first in this match. So they drop a fiend. It looks like I got... Nope, I didn't. Each unit has an assigned position determining which rows it can be played in. For example, fiends can only be played in the melee row, as indicated by the sword icon. Then there is a ranged row, where you see your bows. And then there is a siege row, so that's going to be some bigger items there. You can tell by looking just at the left-hand side, underneath the power of the card, what row it goes in. Play the Geralt card now. Let's see, where is it? And that is a melee, so we will drag it up to the melee road. This total strength's been added to my total. This means total strength is now higher than my opponent's, 25 to 21. And you can play your remaining cards in any order you want. Well, it really doesn't matter for a tutorial, so we'll put some more melee up there. And we'll put some more ranged up there when it's our turn.
Finally.
And I win the round 40 to 35. Yay me. Now that was really, really simplistic. That was just showing you the very basics on getting your total strength higher than your opponent's. Now the game does go infinitely deeper than that because cards have mechanics that can change certain things. So all battles start with a mulligan. During this phase you can swap 3 extra cards you don't want in your hand. Pretty typical of most card games, giving you a chance to redraw. Let's swap out Decoy, Commander's Horn, and Clear Skies. Alright. So we just give them a click. Good strategy is to open around by playing a strong card. This way your opponent will have to play a high strength card to match your total. So again, we'll put out the Witcher himself. About to play a card that musters more cards to the battlefield. This means all copies of this card in your opponent's deck will instantly appear on the battlefield. Now look, notice that on the right-hand side of the screen, mousing over the card gives me the full card view for both mine and theirs. So he played the spider there, and it played all copies of that unit from his deck. I've got cards here that can remove 2 strength from an opposing non-gold unit. No abilities here. Remove 5 strength from any opposing unit. So some units can deal damage to other units, reducing their strength. And in fact, we're gonna go, and that is a melee.
That's what matters.
Now we can choose an enemy to damage here by removing that 5 strength. If the strength is reduced to 0, which in this case it was 2 minus 5, resulting in a negative, so they get totally thrown off the battlefield. Now, since we don't have abilities on any of these cards, let's go ahead and start clearing out some spiders. Since each of these can do remove 2 strength from an opposing card, and wow, Scorch did not affect my melee. Because, these are particularly gold cards, so they're immune to most abilities. Your opponent will need to play many cards to eliminate your lead. If that happens, you'll have a card advantage and be well positioned. So we're going to spend some time passing. I'm going to hold down on our icon to pass. We still got a lead, 19 to 17. Breakdown of each row's strength shown on the left-hand side. Wow. I don't think they gave me a shot there. Your opponent won the previous round, so they start. You've got a significant lead over your opponent. They only have a few cards left, while I have a lot. Continue playing to defeat your opponent. So by coughing up the previous round, I've put myself in a pretty good position for this one. Alright, so what do we got here? Just 8 strength. Alright, so we'll go ahead and remove 4 strength from that, making that 8-4. And we'll put out 8 melee. 10 to 7. Alright, now I want to hang on to these 8s and 7s as long as I can. Now you have more total strength than your opponent who just passed. There's no point in playing any more cards. Remember, you must have some cards left to play in the last round, so you've got to manage your hand size. That doesn't make any sense. But pass now to win the round. Yeah, so we're going to pass now. And now I should be in really good shape for the final round with a 6-card to 4-card. Now, begun the 3rd round, that means both you and your opponent draw 1 card. And there we go. I should just have overwhelming card advantage here. Unless something with a really, really big ability pops up.
Aye, aye, sir.
We could just outplay this one for the remainder of the match. What's my opponent gonna do? They passed. I've won. I could play my remaining cards or pass. Either way, I'm gonna win. They passed, so they cannot increase their strength anymore. So we're just gonna hold on to that and end the round 22 to 15. So that's the basic flow of a Gwent game, back and forth. Now, it does continue to get more and more complex.
Attack!
So you do have abilities with your actual heroes here. Use what you learned in the previous match and swap out cards you don't want to use in battle. When you're satisfied with your cards, all right, what do we got? So clicking and dragging shows me all of my cards. Spawn 1 exact copy of this unit. So that'd be nice to quickly get, multiple 3s out on the board. You know what? I'm pretty happy with that hand, actually. So I'm gonna, yeah, I'm done. Hit escape. I'm just gonna keep that. Now here's our leader cards. So let's play a unit first. Let's, what do they want me to play? They're kind of recommending this, it looks like. All right, so we'll go ahead and throw that in there. Into the melee. All right, so they've played their leader card. They can only be used once per game, and it ends your turn, just like playing a regular card. But they have an ability, so if we drag our leader card onto the battlefield, press X or highlight your leader card. Fine, we'll put that onto the battlefield. How come it's not letting me?
Onward! Attack!
Your opponent is about to play a weather card. These cards reduce the strength of all units on a row to a minimum. So now they're going to impact a particular row here. Weather cards are usually used when your opponent has significantly more strength than you on a specific row. That way they can cancel out, a big portion of my overall strength here. Can remove the negative effects of weather cards by playing Clear Skies card, which we'll do now. Get that shit off my melee row. Alright, Commander's Horn card is just added to your hand. You can now place it on any row to double the strength of all non-gold units on that row. So it just takes getting used to what each card does, knowing its ability, winning a deck, creating a deck. You're now significantly lead over your opponent. You can pass and win the round. 32 to 18. Very nice. They passed, so I passed for the win. It takes a lot of knowing what each of the cards does. Continue playing to find out more about the game, the tactics you set in motion, foes you'll face with each battle. You gain experience and earn your skills. Good luck, have fun. GLHF. All right, let's start with. Let's go ahead and just start in the ranged row. We'll drop 7 there. Wait for our opponent to play. So that had an ability to play all copies again, so that broke that out. Remove 4 strength from a unit. Not gonna play the Witcher yet.
I've no
I'm gonna
interest
play
in
this
politics.
and get rid of one of these. That had no ability, although it is breedable. What the hell does breedable mean? Alright, let's go ahead and, you know, no, I've got a pretty sizable lead. I'm gonna hang on to the Witcher right now and see if we can't save some of these higher value cards for round 3, because we've got a pretty substantial lead. Now, I don't think I can use this because I've already used it. Spawn an exact copy of a friendly bronze unit. Again, you could tell by the border, bronze, silver, gold. I see. I don't want to use anything that has abilities. Okay, we'll use one that has an ability and nuke a spider. Now, I could pass. I have a pretty substantial lead, but then they would get to play out, and if they caught me, if they catch me, then it's going to cost them an awful lot of cards. So, I'm going to pass with a lead of 15 and force him to either play out a lot of high-value cards, putting me in a better position for round 3. Alright, so see, that's exactly what happened. They'll take round 2. But I've got a pretty sizable card advantage, and I didn't play the Witcher. I hung on to some high cards here. So we're in pretty good shape, and now it's time to just go balls out.
Any last words?
And end this one. Opponent plays more spiders, but he didn't have any copies left. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and remove 5 strength from your Vran Warrior. Oh, there's a nice card, 9 strength. Just keep stacking the melee. Now, this is the danger of, you know, dedicating a deck to one specific category. You saw the weather effects can really impact individual rows. So you don't want to tie yourself exclusively to one item. Now they've passed, I'll pass to win the round, and that's the game. So by conceding that second round, I put myself in a really, really easy position to scoop up the win on the third round. Alright, we'll play the deck builder tutorial. Welcome to the main menu. From here you can access all the difference you'll learn about deck builder. Alright, so go to deck builder. Put together new decks, modify. Okay, fine. Yeah, great. Select a deck that you would like to edit. Alright, so nothing scrolls. Let's go ahead and edit. I guess we'll be clicking new deck here. Select the faction that will be used. Well, we could be monsters, northern realms. We can't be the Nilfgaard yet. Whenever a gold unit appears on your side of the battlefield, add 2 to its strength. Let's build a northern realms deck. Highlight the leader you want. Well, there's only one, so I guess we'll take full test. And here's the card collection. All the cards I've collected are shown here. You can use the card filters to display specific types. This is your deck. Up here, you can add cards from your collection or move cards you don't want back to your collection. Now let's add a card from your collection to do so by dragging a card, highlighting. All right, fine. So here we go. Boom. Now that goes in this bottom row because it is not an actual a unit card. It is a special card. This time we'll fill out the remainder of the deck for you. All right, great. There we go. So you would have done that individually, but let's say you want to make a change. Okay, that's no problem. Take it out. Highlight a card in your deck and press enter. Boom, gone. This is the card counter. So what do we got here? 26 total cards. Minimum's 25, maximum is 40. Max 6 silver cards, max 4 gold cards, and we've got 4 and 1. Alright, so we'll leave this, and we'll save that. And there is the deck builder. So, no, we're not going to play the shop tutorial. I would recommend playing all the tutorials for you if you jump into games, simply because, you know, they tend to give you different rewards and things like that. So let's go to play. We've got casual match, friendly match against a friend, practice against AI opponents, tutorials. Alright, let's go ahead and do one practice versus the AI. Select a deck you'd like to use in battle. We're going to keep using the monster starter deck since that's kind of what we started with. Alright. Against, here we go. 11 cards. Alright, what do we want to get rid of here? Create and play a copy of all the breedable units on your side of the battlefield. Okay, so those special cards can tag the abilities like we saw breedable here earlier. Play all copies of these units from your deck. What do we got? Prize winning cow when removed spawn. Oh. We'll, of course, keep the Witcher in our hands. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that for now. Hopefully we can get it later. We only need one of those, because then we could play all of them. And I think we're done. Yep. Alright, let's jump in. Let's see what my opponent's got for me. Busts out with the Witcher right away, and got +2. How'd you get that +2? I didn't see it. Where'd that +2 come from? Oh, that's right, that's that faction's natural ability. Remember, we saw that when we created a deck. Alright, so then I'm going to hang on to the Witcher here, and let's see what we can do. Add 8 strength. Or 12 strength to a Witcher unit. I really want to hang on to that for a round that they haven't played their Witcher to really just force their hand. Alright, we're gonna start here and play all the spiders in my deck.
Long live, etc., etc.
Really using a lot of melee points here, so we're gonna stay low. Yeah, I'm going to keep it low on the numbers here. Just enough to keep my opponent from... Alright, so now we have a choice here. We could scoop this round. 22-9 right now. We could totally scoop this round by playing the Witcher and then the Swallow Potion. Because we'll get to play. They've already passed. Or we could take our chance... They've only played 2 cards. I'm gonna scoop the round and see what happens. I know this costs me 2 cards. What's going on? Why won't you let me use it? Alright, whatever. There we go. And now we're gonna pass. So we scooped the first round, but it cost me 2 cards to do it. So they've got a... Oh, an ability triggered because it was removed from the battlefield. That was very fortuitous on my part, was not paying attention, but was a good play on my part. All right, so we start with a 13 advantage, so we should be fine. Let's play low right now. Play all copies of this unit. Immune to frost effects. All right. Oh, I did have 1 copy. I didn't think I had any more. Now, we've got a really sizable lead here. It's going to force a lot of cards out. 19-11. I think I still have to... This will spawn 2 golems once it's removed at the end of the round, too, in case we go to a round 3.
Important than this.
We've still got a 20-17 lead. This is costing me a lot of cards, but I think I have to play this one out. Since I've used so many cards in round 1 and round 2, we're going to go for the kill here. And take it 2 rounds to none. Alright, create and play a copy of all the breedable units on your side of the battlefield. We'll go ahead and do that. If there's anything in my deck, nothing.
Bloody non-humans.
Alright, now we're behind... 30, now we're up 35-33. I've still got my hero card too. 41-35. We're creeping in there.
What do you want?
Alright, choose a non-gold unit on the battlefield and add 4 strength to all copies of it on the same side. So let's go there, and that'll add 8. Now we're deadlocked at 49. Let's play our hero. Or our leader card. Getting close. Oh, boys, this is getting close. I may pay for it going all gung-ho on this round. Oh, what's that last card? I had to pass. Did it do it? All right, we took it. Opponent has to pass. It paid off. We went a little aggressive in round 1, and it really forced our hand in round 2, but it paid off. Definitely paid off. All right, so that was practice against an AI. Let's go against a casual match. Again, we'll do the monster starter deck, and then we'll take a look at the shop and everything. Because that's a big concern, right? CD Projekt Red isn't experienced in the free-to-play market, and that's not a slam against them. They would say the same thing. They don't really have any titles that fit the create and play 2 clan warriors, and at the end of each round, add 1 strength to... What? Come on, let me read that. Ah, oh, alright, fine. I gotta redraw first. Alright, get rid of clear skies. Ooh, that's a nice fog, and if they have a lot of ranged. Scorch is nice. I've got a lot of specials, but not a lot of actual... Alright, so let's get rid of this and this. Okay, good. We actually picked up some cards. So that's a concern, right? CD Projekt Red, not familiar with the free-to-play. I'm sure they're very familiar with the free-to-play market, but they haven't entered into the free-to-play market with anything substantial. And Gwent, being such a hit of a minigame inside The Witcher 3, there's that damn prize-winning cow. It kind of made it, you know, hey, this is a logical... You know, a lot of people are doing card games. Let's go for that. And alright, so we got a 3-1 lead. It's my opponent's turn. So let's go with that. It's a catchy game and everything, but that comes with trying to figure out how to monetize it. So let's play through this match against an actual person. See how we fare with a starter deck here. Keep in mind, we have not made any changes to the initial deck itself, so... no. Well, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so really, you can click and drag, you can click once and then click again, or you can double-click and it just automatically plays it. I think we'll just be double-clicking from now on. Seems a hell of a lot easier. Now, I don't know if it's my opponent taking their good old time, which is fine, or if it's, you know, server, but this seems to be a little slow. I like how you can... There's a little highlight. You can see what card they're thinking about playing. So my opponent can see that blue highlight right now. Double click and throw that out. Just trying to keep it close and keep it in the same cards. Trying to force somebody's hand. Because I don't have a hand that can be overly aggressive in round 1 yet. So I'm going to kind of just hang tight. She's got nothing in ranged rows. Doesn't really benefit me to scorch anything yet. Just kind of keep it even keel here. I am going to remove 6 strength off of that. Because I still want to keep my actual units. And it was a tight round. 11-9. 11-9. We're both cardsmiths. I assume that's some type of rookie title. For have not made a change in a deck yet. Alright, 13-11, and what's the ability on that? Wow. Okay, that hurt. Huh. That hurt. If I pass now... See, it doesn't help, though. Like, if I remove 4, that's going to make it a 9-5 round. That would just make this 1. I really don't want to go there yet. Definitely don't want to go here. I've got 30 seconds to decide here. All right, let's make a play. Let's see what we can get. We'll force a tie. Everybody's still equal on cards, so hopefully we'll get a few more units. Okay, now it's time to concede this round. Yeah, we're gonna concede this round. I don't want to get into a card war now, trying to come back on that and end up coughing up a ton of cards. So they're gonna pass and win the first round, 13-7. Both of us playing kind of conservatively, with the exception of 1 or 2 plays. Oh, really? Really? That's the randomly chosen creature that stayed on the board? Oh, and I did not get any units. So we're in a bad spot here. We're just gonna have to go balls to the walls and on this round, knowing that we've got 13 cards here, and most of them are gonna be units. So we're gonna just go crazy here and play all of this shit. There are 13 cards in both decks right now. Alright, so we're gonna play that. We're not just gonna sit back this round. We're gonna go for it. I'm gonna hang on to my leader as long as I can. Oh, for God's sakes. Where's Clear Sky? I threw Clear Skies away, didn't I? Ay. That's ranged rows. Yeah, I'll do that. Because my melee row's already at 1, so we'll nuke theirs too. That'll drop their 11 by quite a bit. And leave me right where I was. Now, we don't want to play Clear Skies. They've still got their leader card, which can create and play 2 clan warriors.
Nothing like some overseas plundering and springtime.
Dropped a 6 and became a 1. So we'll take advantage of the ranged row being clear. I wonder if they've got Clear Skies and they're going to end up clearing everything up later. I have no idea what the hell that did. No clue what that did. Alright, pop that guy in there. We know we've got a lot of units coming up. There goes their leader card. That's perfect. That's what I wanted to see. We might come out of this yet. Now, I've got the lead, but they haven't passed yet. And I don't know why they keep dropping things unless they're going to all of a sudden clear this melee row. I mean, playing that is going to put it at 1. The strongest would be mine, so we don't want that. We certainly... No! Oh my god! I accidentally double-clicked. That was not what I wanted to do. But hopefully it'll work out.
Her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
So they're gonna bring a card back. I can't imagine they're gonna bring a melee back. So 17-13. Now the strongest unit on the battlefield is that. So we'll go ahead and use that. And that'll give me the lead back. And now, I mean, are they going to play that one? They did play it. And... Alright, so we went balls out. Alright, so here it is. 17-16. They've passed. I could play my leader, and I basically have to, because if I concede this round, it's over.
Any lost words?
But we're basically both in the same position now. We've played 2 really good rounds. Both got 13. Although I get the advantage this time, based on the previous cards and what it left in the battlefield. And this will be a really quick round, so... I got a cow, and if they have something above 6, they pretty much win. We've really kind of nuked ourselves here. Oh, it's my turn? Alright. Play the cow, sorry about that. So let's see what they have. I was hoping we would get one of our stronger units. Warcry. Nothing. And we've got no cards left, so it's auto pass. They've got no cards left. Auto pass. 6-0. Magic Man wins the round. Look at that. We're going to go ahead and send them a good game. And we'll continue. What do we get? Our spoils of war. Alright, there's my experience bar. Come on. Fill it on up. Alright, what do we get there? GG. Thanks to your opponent, you've received an additional reward. Oh, alright, so they GG'd me too. Nice. So we got some ore and some scraps. Alright, let's quickly take a look. We've already seen the deck builder. Obviously, you've got your card collection. No spare cards right now. No gain. What of our... So we've got a number of resources up here. Whoops. I did not mean to leave there, because... Whoop. I wanted to... Oh, my God. Collections. There we go. Alright, so crafting. So you can craft this with these materials. Mill unlocked at level 3. Obviously, I don't have anywhere near enough of these green scrolly things, whatever they're going to call those here. So you do have the ability to craft cards. I wondered, can I destroy cards? Like duplicates? I would assume so. That's probably what your mill is. Yeah, mill spare cards is destroying them. But you need to get to level 3 to be able to do that, so no problem there. Let's take a look at the shop. Alright, so kegs are cards. So $2.99 for 2 packs of cards, contains 5 cards, and at least one will be rare, epic, or legendary. Since we have 1 keg, we'll go ahead and open it. See what we get here. I got my 1 keg here. Reveal each card to add it to your card collection. Card back shows you which faction it goes to. Well, that's certainly not a rare, epic, or legendary, nor is that. So it's got to be right here. Oh no, it's going to show it to me right here. Alright, which one do we want to add? We have a Scorch, and we're going to take the Young Berserker. Yes. There we go. There is our deck, or our pack, our keg. So buying the cards, obviously, times... Oh, you can buy them with the in-game ore as well. So we've farmed up 15, costs 100 to do. And you got extra ore if you get GG'd by your opponents. So be nice to your opponents. Now, so it's gonna be... It has yet to be seen how much of an influence... the cash shop is going to be, I mean, it seems pretty standard as far as card games go. There is a slightly different power meta going on in Gwent, so we'll have to see how it plays out and CD Projekt Red does its tuning. But if you want to check out Gwent's closed beta, head on over to their website, sign up for your chance at a closed beta key. You just saw, we went through our tutorials, we hit a practice match, won that, we hit a casual match and won that. All in all, a very, very good first look as far as playing the cards go. Until next time, gang, this is Magic Man from MMOBomb.com saying stay safe, and we'll see you on the servers.